Hi guys, it's Karen. This is my update for days. Oh boy, it's been a while since I recorded a video for my 100 Days of Making Comics challenge. I have been working, but I haven't been making videos, so I think this is days 22 through 25. So I think my last one was day 21 that I did a video on. So what you're looking at right here is not part of the challenge. This was a commission that I think is finished. I think I'd showed it to you before, so this was some other work that I have been doing in the meantime. I've sent it off to the client, and I'm just waiting to make sure that the file is received and everything is okay. So I consider this isn't for my 100 Days of Making Comics, but I did practice the cut and grad style while working on this, so that was a win. Although I don't think that I'm going to be coloring my project this elaborately. Maybe the covers. So anyway, there's that. But what I was really been working on, and the last time we talked, I mentioned that I was thinking about doing rendering out 3D models because I really perspective and interiors and cars and all those, real world things are not my strong suit. And it would take me so long on each panel to try to get it correct that I thought, well, what if I teach myself SketchUp and then I can use those as my bases for my backgrounds and things. So that's what I've been doing in the last several days. I did also some writing. I started working on Act 2. I have been writing. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I will show you the model that I've been working on pretty extensively. But first, just here's a little bit more close-up of the details of this piece, which was really fun. And it's for a book about these characters. And so once the book is out, I will probably go back and do the links on these and plug it, because I hope you all, if you love superheroes, will take a look at it. Yeah, so okay, let me switch over to SketchUp. Okay, so this is my labor of love so far. It doesn't look like much. This is the Gregor's Office, which will be heavily featured in the first issue, in the first pages, the first act 1 of the first issue. So I have been, it's just so funny. This doesn't look like much at all, but it was really, SketchUp is both hard to learn and easy at the same time. I mean, the program is ridiculously, once you get used to it, it really is clever and simple. But sometimes getting everything to line up the way you want is really tricky. I did this, I looked online for floor plans. I wanted him to have, he doesn't have a lot of money, so he's got a really crappy little office. And what was fun is that when I was making this model, I started thinking a lot about just furnishing it and stuff. Ended up with me thinking a lot about what he was doing, what his life was like. And this isn't exactly the nicest. This might be it would have been a lot better had I not been realistic about the size or scope. So first I researched how much it costs to rent office space, how much it costs to lease. And I realized he'd have to have something really tiny. So I think this is 300 and some square feet, or this is 10 by, I don't even know, 10 by 30 feet or something. So that he could be able, because he's not supposed to have a very successful business. And so, he's just got a hodgepodge of furniture in there, a folding chair where his clients would sit unless they're sitting on the couch where he takes naps. He's got a utilitarian bathroom since there's going to be a scene with him in the bathroom. I had to make that, and I wanted to. This is the outside wall of the building, so this wall is thicker where the plumbing would be. But when I do the building, I'll use this kind of. I'll have to try to find these windows again and model the building with those on the outside because I'm anal like that. And so a lot of these components I got from the 3D warehouse in SketchUp. So I laid out the floor plan and the doors based on a floor plan of an actual office space for lease. I think it was in Oklahoma City actually. That's currently for lease, or maybe not. Yeah, maybe currently. I haven't put a door on here yet. I had a heck of a time getting the little plugs on correctly, the wall outlets. And I'm still learning how to walk around in here. It's kind of hard for me to figure out. I need to do I need to watch a bunch of YouTube videos on navigating. Here, let's see if I can hide this. View, edit, hide, and then the interior wall, view, edit, hide. There we go. So you can hide walls and stuff so that you can walk in through here and get to different angles. But like I said, I really need to since this is such a tight space, it's going to be really tricky for me to actually get the angles I need. I'll have to hide walls and unhide walls, and I just need to learn SketchUp better. But I don't know. I think it's fun. It's kind of like making a dollhouse in a way. So this is what I spent most of my time on in the last few days, learning this program. And I'm not going to, I have the free version of SketchUp, so I can't change. I don't think I can really do much with the face styles, but I plan on if I bring this into an environment, say oops, sorry if this is making anybody sick. If he's sitting at his table, then, or his desk, I wouldn't, look, snail's eye view. I would just bring this in as a background and then into Manga Studio, and I wouldn't use it as is, clearly. I would just then put him in the environment and just use these as my lines to draw over and then ink over. I wouldn't be putting this in as is. This is just, hello lady. This would just be for my background to save me time, and so I don't have to figure out perspective in every darn panel, because I'm just not, what am I trying to say? I don't really want, this project is going to be really difficult for one person, and I don't need to struggle. While I wanted to pick something that hits all of my weak points as an artist. I mean, I can do backgrounds and stuff if I have reference, and that's fine. But then it would take me forever to get the pages done. And I'm not interested in taking forever and having this I want to get the pages out, and I do not feel guilty about tracing over this stuff since I built the model. I'm not taking it from any. I put in the work to build this thing. I mean, yeah, I didn't create every single component in here, but so I do not feel guilty about taking these shortcuts. In my mind, it's sort of like how the old masters used to, before photography and even after photography, they would set up elaborate sets with their models in costume and take pictures. Even the cover artists back in the old days, they would, get people in period costume. And the Disney artists, they used people in their costumes and everything as reference. And, it's totally a valid thing. I don't know the young people I don't know if it's because people don't take art history or what they think it's cheating. And that's fine if they want to think it's cheating. But at the end of the day, know your own limitations and play to your strengths and make it as easy as possible without stealing somebody's work. So I don't know, I could talk about that some other time, show some examples and stuff if anybody's interested, but yeah, so, and then eventually, hopefully, as my brain doesn't think in 3 dimensions. My brain thinks in 2D with more design than it does 3-dimensional spaces. So I'm hoping that, the more I navigate around these, I do find that the more I navigate around these and I start to see how things change in perspective, and, around objects and stuff, I am learning. So, hopefully eventually I'll be able to pick some of that up and it'll translate into faster work on my part in general. So, yeah, there it is. The thing I've been working on for the last several days, and it is getting quicker and quicker the more I'm getting used to SketchUp. And so I hope that, I don't know, I hope that was entertaining as far as like, oops, that's the wrong tool. I'm sorry, I'm really tired today. It's not even that late. It's one of those days. We've had a lot. We've had excessive heat here in the Midwest, and my son has been suffering from heat exhaustion, and I had some too from the weekend. So I don't think I'm recovered yet. I know he's not, poor thing. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys have been creative, and I'm going to try to get some more writing done today. Oh, I've also been starting to sketch out the murder victim. I started doing that last night, but I don't have anything even remotely close to showing you. So hopefully I'll come back tonight with some more writing and some more pictures, or at least some more pictures. I don't know how well my brain is working right now. So that's it, and I will see you guys again for day. Hopefully I can get back on a daily video update. I don't really like skipping days like this as far as like my video, but we'll see. As long as I'm working every day, that's what counts, right? Right. Okay, go off and learn a new program. Go off and be creative. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.